I mean, I don't think we're going to be, primarily shoving context or kind of things into a query context window in the future to ask more complicated questions. I think that there will be kind of different stores of memory or different custom models that are maybe more personalized to people. But I don't know. I think that these are all just different capabilities. And then obviously making them big and small, we care about both because, we want to, if you're running something like Meta AI, then we have the ability to, that's pretty server based. But we also want it running on smart glasses. And, there's not a lot of space in smart glasses. So you want to have something that's very efficient for that.
What is the use case that if you're doing tens of billions of dollars worth of inference, or even eventually hundreds of billions of dollars worth of inference, if you're using intelligence in an industrial scale, what is the use case? Is it simulations? Is it the AIs that will be in the metaverse? What will we be using the data centers for?
I mean, our bet is that this is basically going to change all of the products, right? So I think that there's going to be a kind of Meta AI general assistant product. And I think that will shift from something that feels more like a chatbot, where it's like you just ask a question and it kind of formulates an answer, to things where you're increasingly giving it more complicated tasks and then it goes away and does them. So I think that's going to take a lot of inference. It's going to take a lot of compute in other ways too. Then I think that there's a big part of what we're going to do that is like interacting with other agents for other people. So whether it's businesses or creators, I guess a big part of my theory on this is that there's not just going to be like one singular AI that you interact with, because I think every business is going to like want an AI that represents their interests. They're not going to like want to primarily interact with you through an AI that is going to sell their competitors' customers. So, their competitors' products. So I think creators is going to be a big one. I mean, there are about 200 million creators on our platforms. They all basically have the pattern where they want to engage their community, but they're limited by hours in the day, and their community generally wants to engage them, but they're limited by hours in the day. So if you could create something where an AI could basically, where that creator can basically own the AI and train it in the way that they want, and can engage their community, I think that that's going to be super powerful too. So I think that there's going to be a ton of engagement across all these things. But these are just the consumer use cases. I mean, I think when you think about stuff like, I run like our foundation, right? A Chan Zuckerberg initiative with my wife, and we're doing a bunch of stuff on science, and there's obviously a lot of AI work that I think is going to advance science and healthcare and all these things too. So I think that it's like this is, I think, going to end up affecting basically every area of the products and the economy.
The thing you mentioned about an AI that can just go out and do something for you that's multi-step, is that a bigger model? Is that you'll make like Llama 4 will still there'll be a version that's still 70B, but you'll just train it on the right data and that will be super powerful? What does the progression look like? Is it scaling? Is it just same size but different banks like you were talking about?
I don't know that we know the answer to that. So I think one thing that seems to be a pattern is that you have the Llama, the Llama model, and then you build some kind of other application specific code around it, right? So some of it is the fine tuning for the use case, but some of it is just like logic for, okay, how Meta AI should integrate, like should work with tools like Google or Bing to bring in real-time knowledge.